A very welcome to this new episode of Off to 7,000 Islands. My name is Eric and my wife and I are living in the Philippines. We live in the south of Mindoro where we have a small hotel what we run. But today we went up into the mountains, or a few days ago, but you can see the video now. And it was the second time in my stay here in the Philippines that I actually felt like I want to put on a jacket. So that's very rare here in the south of Mindoro because it's very warm and not much rain compared to the rest of the Philippines. But this time we had some weather changes. The tropical conversion zone, I think it's what it's called, or line, moved quite a bit, so that means that there is actually some cold air could move in. It was very windy and it was below 20 degrees, which was very nice for someone who always sweats so much. Here is crazy. But I want to show you, because it was such a nice evening. It was cold. I mean, it was still really warm for Europe or North America, but it was cold here. It's a beautiful view, and I just show you some of the pictures, and I also gonna explain a little bit how it actually looks here in where we live, our town, because it's kind of a top-down view. And I just wanted to show you this, explain some of the attractions, some of the islands which are around here where we live, where you can go. Sadly, you can't go higher up in the mountains really, because there's no more roads, and it's also might be not very safe to actually go there. But you get fairly high up. Of course, here in the camera it doesn't look that high, but it is already quite a bit higher than the sea, which you can see in the background. And of course, when you go with your family in the Philippines somewhere, you always do some barbecue or food and stuff like this. So we had some nice pork, really nice. We marinated it 24 hours, so it's really nice and tasty. And also we had some pancit, that's those noodles which you can get here. And of course some nice cheesecake. It's our cheesecake, so Alyssa made that cheesecake. This is also the cheesecake we sell in our cafe in the hotel. So that was really nice. Even though with the wind it was quite challenging to get that small barbecue running, but underneath that little platform there, it was quite nice to do. And I just gonna talk you a bit through here. I'm gonna take this panoramic view picture, and here's actually a picture in the sun. So we're gonna talk about this for a little bit, and I mark the things which are interesting to see and what is there all in the background. But what you can see here now on the picture is basically Bulalakaw. I know it looks like there's no houses whatsoever, but there are actually houses. And here in the corner there's the main town and city there, where this other mountain is, which is already like I think 300 meters high. So it's quite high actually, but it looks small. There's the main Bulalakaw, the town center. We are on the southern side of this with our hotel, so it's there in the far corner. And then you can see that Bulalakaw basically has like a few bays. So it's the main Bulalakaw Bay, but then there's the one here in the middle, and then there's also the one here on the left. And that's all bays which are quite large. And we are in the Bulalakaw Bay here on the right side, and we do, for example, when we do island hopping, we go into islands which are now blocked by these mountains. They are small islands. They are really small. No one is living on them. but they are really nice, and you can see corals and fishes, nice stuff there. And you can explore actually on one of the islands abandoned sort of resort. There was a resort plant, and then they abandoned the construction, which is quite interesting as well. And if you want, which I found also interesting, we also go on the other side of the bay to this place here, where there's lots of beaches which are only reachable by boat. There's a few islands here on the end, and then you can go there only by boat, and it's very nice. And we're gonna actually make a video soon about that as well. There are some of the islands there. It's very nice, but I linked down below some videos where we've been on those beaches, but not on the islands. But that's what we can do from our resort, because some people ask that, why can we not go to the other bays where there's other islands, because it's just really far. And we can go there, but you need to pay a lot for the boat, because the fuel is not cheap. And yeah, for those people who are asking, they're using normal petrol or diesel in the boats here in the Philippines. So that's not possible for us. But let's talk about the middle bay here. And the middle bay has a few things. If you want to do kite surfing, that gets done here in the corner of the bay from October till March, I think. There's kite surfing. There's a German, she does a kite school there because it's windy now. And here there's a small island, when you can see this, which is called Sugikai. And this island is really nice. It's basically a piece of sand. So it has beach almost everywhere around it, and you can go there by boat. When you go to the coast there's boats who go over, and you can spend the day there, bring your own food, picnic, whatsoever. And then also here behind in the land there's actually our farm, which we never showed on the videos, but because we don't really do anything with it except having trouble with, but technically there's our farm as well. And then yeah, this bay is quite big. And then on the left bay here in the end, there's a few things. There's Pocanil here. This is this big rock, which we showed a couple of times, but there's coming a video as well for this. And it's a massive rock formation. And then here, this tiny piece, what you can see here, is actually quite a large island, which is called Buyayao, where there's also, I tried to make the video before Christmas, because it's a really nice island as well. It's very large, and there's a few resorts on it, and it's really beautiful. So those two islands, Buyayao and Sugikai, they're very well known under Filipinos as well. So it's quite a travel destination. And of course, so we have our tourism partners on those islands, especially Buyayao, where there are resorts where you can stay overnight as well, or you do camping and stuff. And we have our partners. So if you stay with us, we have good offers there actually for this island as well, to stay there, or just to make a day trip. We can organize that easily for you. Sugikai is easy to do by yourself, to just go there with a tricycle. And for those who are asking, yes, we have a ferry which is going out here in the Bulalakaw Bay, and it's going to Boracay. And technically, almost in the center of your screen now, there is Boracay in the distance. So it takes about 2 to 4 hours, depending on the wind and wave conditions, to go to Boracay from us. It's the shortest connection by land if you want to drive. So you can also leave your car, for example, with us, and then take the ferry and go there, because a ferry is expensive with a car, and secondly, you can't take your car onto Boracay. So you could leave it with us. We have lots of parking, and it's with guard and CCTV, so there's no problem there. And then you go over to Boracay. There's a few other islands like Romblon and so in the distance, but you can't really see that from here. With a normal eye and good weather conditions, you can actually see that. So it's very nice, and it's nice to go in the mountains, and that's what you need to, if you travel in Mindoro, that's what you need to do. You need to go off the main road. There's the highway, and you literally see, well, nothing. So you need to turn off the highway. There's so many people make this mistake. They drive here with the moped and then, oh, Mindoro was so boring. Well, because you never turned off the highway. So I hope that was maybe also informative. It was a really beautiful evening with lots of wind, but good company, and it was colder, which was nice for me. And yeah, there's other cold places in the Philippines, like in the mountains in the north of the Philippines, where we also made a video already where we've been. But here in the south of Mindoro, it's so rare that it actually gets below 20 degrees. It's usually 25 to 30 degrees Celsius hot. So it was really nice to just have it a bit refreshing. Although I've been quite ill the past few weeks, it was really tiring. We're doing so many different things for the hotel, but also like other stuff which we have to do, and it's just been so busy. But also I'm now permanent, so I was quickly in Manila actually, and I have now my permanent visa, so I can stay here indefinitely technically, and I don't need to go to this awful immigration office and do stuff. Only once a year I need to say that I'm still here and pay, I think, €6 or something like this. So that's much easier now, and the process, although very annoying, is still easier than in Germany. But we're gonna make a separate video about this. If you're interested in that, please subscribe to our channel. Please actually watch the video to the end. That really helps us. We're trying to get monetized, but we need some few time still. That would be really, really good. And thank you for watching. Leave it a like, share it, and we see you in the next one.